Hello. Y'all know who it is. It's Wednesday night, man. I'm doing my thing like I do every Wednesday night. It is big, big, big motherfucking baby. And I'm doing a podcast, man. Can I say hello in my Adele voice? Or maybe not. So here's what I'm doing. For the first time ever, it's an exclusive. Big Baby is redoing a podcast, man. I went back and re-listened to the shit I did last night. And that NBA shit I did last night, it didn't make the cut. Maybe I was too fucked up. Talked to Nard too long, man. And I didn't like the product. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it again. You know? Because I owe it to myself, the listeners, and everybody else. You know, I ain't got too many listeners. Let's be honest, yeah. But I owe it to everybody to provide a good goddamn product. You know, and if I don't, I have to do it again or get rid of it. So, it's your boy, Big Baby the GOAT, Big Baby Bron, Hoodie Big Baby yeah! I'm doing it again with my shirt off. So let's talk about day one of the NBA. Where do we begin? First, let's set one up for Gordon Hayward, man. Watching him break his tibia, whichever bone it was, and dislocate his ankle, man. It was disgusting. It was sad, man. Prayers go up for him, man, because that's just unfortunate. We don't want to see that. The Celtics really gave away a lot to make sure that they got him, and now he's out for a season. They brought in Kyrie Irving, and they got rid of Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, you know. It's sad, man. It's really unfortunate to see that happen. But, you know, life does go on, and we do have a season to play. So hopefully, man, the Celtics have a decent season. But more importantly, we hope that Gordon Hayward gets his leg fixed and he rehabs and he comes back stronger than ever. That's what we need. You know, maybe not next season, but maybe, you know, the season after that he comes back and is averaging 20-plus points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and all that good stuff. But let's get to the game. Cleveland, they came out strong. You know, they had a big lead going into the half, and then in the third quarter, man, they had a lot of turnovers. Man, I think they had 8 turnovers in the third quarter, and it allowed the Celtics to get back in the game. What did we see from this game? I think Kyrie was pressing too hard. He was trying too hard to make sure that, ooh, we got the burps today. Ugh, that's nasty. But he was trying to, prove that he's that guy. And I mean, he had a good number of assists. I want to say he had a double-double. But he wasn't making the shots, man. And he missed the game winner because he don't have the magic touch no more. He ain't got the blessing of Bron. They ain't doing the handshake to kid. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that no more, man. So it happens, man. But honestly, man, what did I take from the game? LeBron is the greatest ever. He is the GOAT. He is the best ever. Can't nobody ball like Bron, bang, bang, Bron. I mean, 29, 16, and 9 with 2 blocks, man. And he said he's out of shape. He said he was tired. Him tired, boss, but he still balled. He's still bald. And, you know, I'm stealing this from somebody, but LeBron James, he's been in his prime for so long. His prime has spanned longer than many careers. Since his second season, he's been 27, 7, and 7, and his career average is 27, 7, and 7. And last night he was 29, 16, and 9. So he was better than his average in year 15. Man, what the hell has got into LeBron James? Is it the nutrition? Is it the workout videos? Oh, y'all for the workout videos. Oh my God, y'all was like, oh, LeBron need to cut out all these workout videos. He needs to stop it. He needs to cut it. He needs to quit. No, he don't. Whatever it is that LeBron is doing, it is right. It is good. And it is working. Because LeBron is the best player in the world in his 15th year. He is the best player ever to play the game in his 15th year. Can't nobody do it like Bron Bron. Bron Bron on that court is like Big Baby on that mic. You know what I'm saying? Big Baby Bron Bron. Strive for greatness. Savage mode. Beast mode. Big Baby mode. Boy, I hate a drunk. And I say that to say, man, this podcast is brought to you by drunks everywhere because Big Baby hates them and he wishes they would stop. Alcohol is a great, fun substance when used responsibly, but if you overdo it, you ruin your liver, you ruin your night. You have a bad hangover, and people tell stories about you that you don't remember. So we do advocate responsible alcohol use here at the Big Baby Podcast. But anyways, back to Bron Bron. Man, he got busy. But another thing I saw from the Cleveland Cavaliers, don't get me wrong, they didn't look great. Oh, no, they didn't look great, man, because it's too early. They got a lot of stuff to work on. Do a little bit of cold water. But they got something, man. They got players, man. They got ballers. They got depth. They got D-Rose beating that ball down the court, man. And they don't even have IT yet. They ain't got the little 5'8", 5'9" killer. But they beat the best team the second best team in their conference. Without their best player who is done for the season. So that should let you know how the East is going to look. I'm not saying they're going to be the number one seed because, you know, they got old players. They're going to coast. They're going to chill. They're going to make sure they're well rested for the playoffs. But what did I take away from the game? Well, for one, they do run an offense. They have a system, and Ty Lue is a coach. They didn't have LeBron beating the hell out the ball. They didn't have Kyrie beating the hell out the ball. They had a system. They had an offensive flow. LeBron was efficient. He didn't take many shots. He made all 4 of his free throws, too. So what that tells me is they're getting ready. They looked better on defense in spurts. So hopefully this team brings back what got them a championship, and that was defense, pace. Instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, a.k.a. the Warriors, they're going to play their own game, and they're going to set the tempo for what the NBA needs to look like. The NBA needs to look like Bron Bron. It needs to look like Bron Bron, because Bron Bron is the best player to ever do it. I said it. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to say it and say it and say it and say it and say it. So take the mic away from me. And guess what? I own my mic, so I'm going to talk my shit. But anyways. JR looked good off the bench. I like off the bench. He had a nice solid 10 points. Kevin Love hit a nice clutch 3 late in the game. LeBron hit a nice clutch 3 late in the game. And guess what, man? The pass that LeBron made to Kevin Love was the same pass he made to Kyle Korver when y'all was beating him up for not being clutch, for being afraid when he played against the Warriors. No, man. There's never a wrong time to do the right thing. Even if the outcome is not great, there's never a wrong time to do the right thing. And that's what LeBron did. Because LeBron makes the right play 95, 98, 96% of the time. Why? Because he is the greatest to ever do it. But I'm not going to sit here and just grovel at LeBron's feet. Shout out to GQ for the article they did on him. They called him the greatest athlete alive. And yes, I agree. He is the greatest athlete alive. He does it on and off the court. He is a great person, whether it's on the court, whether it's off the court as a father or as a community leader. He does it all. He's not worried about his brand, so to speak, in the sense that he won't take social and political stances because he's afraid that he might offend somebody. No, he's out here doing the right thing for the right reasons, and that's why we love Bron Bron, and that's why I call myself Big Baby Bron Bron. But hey, man, the Celtics, here's what I gathered from the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, he's a grown man. He gave 25 last night. Man, That's all right. Jaylen Brown showed something. Jason Tatum, he showed it in spots. It's like, oh yeah, he's a guy. He's a man. He's the real deal. But what I will also say is, the Celtics, they got a long way to go. They got a long way to go. Because if you look at teams who have been great, when LeBron won his last title, it was LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love with a really good Tristan Thompson, a really good J.R. Smith. The Warriors, the second title, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, not Kyrie Irving, what the hell is wrong with me? Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Iggy off the bench. The first title, again, Steph Curry, Draymond, Klay, Iggy. Like, before that, LeBron, Chris Bosh, and D Wade, who is with the Cavaliers now. Yeah, you got the Spurs. They had Kawhi, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. They have a great system and a great coach. The big three in Boston. Look here, teams, you got to have two very high-level players and another high-level player in order to win a championship. And I don't think Boston has it. They have Kyrie Irving and who? Al Horford. Al Horford from the Hawks. No. They just don't have it. And it's no knock on them. Maybe these young boys will grow up one day. The Jalen Smith, the Jaylen Browns of the world, the Jason Tatums of the world. Maybe they will grow up one day and become solid, great players, but right now they aren't there. And so Boston is behind. Hell, Boston is behind Milwaukee in my eyes. They're behind Washington in my eyes. Hell, they may even be behind Toronto, and I can't stand Toronto or Kyle Lowry or DeMar DeRozan in his 1994 game. But both of those teams, all of those teams I just mentioned, they got at least two balls. Milwaukee, they got Giannis and Jabari Parker when he comes back, but along with Malcolm Brogdon and Chris Middleton. Thon Maker, I think he's going to show up this year. He's going to be better than he was last year. He just needed a year to get settled. Heck, I forgot about Miami. Miami, they got Waiters Island, baby. They got Deion Waiters Island. He's fearless. He think he's the guy. I mean, he was wanting the ball in clutch situations when he was in OKC with KD and Russ. So that lets you know what kind of confidence he has, along with Hassan Whiteside, who was 20-20 today, and also showed that he can shoot the three ball. Then you go to Washington, man. You got Brad Beal and John Wall. John Wall, boy, yeah, I should see me dancing right now here to John Wall, my no rhythm having self. But anyways, that you got that too. And then in Toronto, up in the fake six, because you know the real six in the East Atlanta. Shout out to Gucci Man. Shout out to Walt. Walt, congratulations on your recent wedding to Keisha Kayor. I think that's beautiful. The show y'all got coming, again, that's beautiful. Mr. Davis, go cop that album, the Gucci Man autobiography. Go cop that book. But yeah, they got Kyle Lowry, who's an all-star. They got DeMar DeRozan, who's a top shooting guard in the league. Even though his game is straight out of 1997, but they're still good. And they have more than one go-to guy. So Boston, you know, it's going to be a dreary season for you. You're going to make the playoffs, but you're not going to do much other than that. But hey, it is what it is. Injuries happen, and we hate to see that happen, but it happens. But hey, also, what happened, man? The Rockets. The Rockets. James Harden, them, man, they beat up on the Warriors. What's going on here? KD, Swaggy P led Golden State in scoring. And just to break down Golden State, I mean, you know they're going to be okay. They look good in spurts. But then Draymond did get hurt, and I think that was, overall, that's what messed them up. Because Draymond is the pulse of that team. He is what makes them go. He is not the most talented person, by no means. Hell no. But that team ain't the same team without Draymond. They don't have the same tenacity, the same aggression, because if you look at Steph, KD and Clay, man, they're great players, but they're not alpha dogs. They're not meat eaters. Draymond, that boy eats steak for breakfast. You hear me? Ribs for lunch. And eat both for dinner. He's a meat eater. He's a bad mother watcher. Draymond, he plays hard. He's the pulse of that team. And once they lost him, I think that's where they lost it, because Draymond applies that pressure on the pretty shooters. You know, he's the one who's like, hey, yo, let's get grimy, let's play some ball. Like, hey, you tripping, dog? Like that's Draymond. So without having Draymond on the court, man, I really think they lost. They missed that. But let's not use this as a time to take away from what Houston did, because for one, Golden State prides themselves on defense, but they gave up 120 plus points. They were outscored. They were outscored in the second half and in the fourth quarter by a tremendous margin. They scored 71 in the first half and 51 in the second half, something like that. I think it's 50. So, like, yeah, man, we need more consistency from them. And it's going to come, man. It's week one. It's game one. It's going to take a little while for everybody to get in midseason form. But it will happen. I'm not worried at all about Golden State. I think they're going to get beat up a lot more this season. But overall, like, I think they're fine. But James Harden, man, he balled. Chris Paul moved the ball well. They had the starting point guard, starting shooting guard for Houston Rockets had 10 plus assists. Both had double doubles. That's good ball movement. That's getting people open. That's getting the ball to the right people. PJ Fucker. Shout out to my man's Rod. PJ Fucker, aka PJ Tucker. He had 20 points off the bench. Do I expect that from him every game? No. Eric Gordon came back from the dead. EG, baby. You dug it on people, and he couldn't even make a three. He went 0 for, I believe, 6 from the three-point line, but he still had 20-plus points. He did it again tonight, but we're talking about last night. He had 20-plus points off the bench, and I think it's going to be consistent. 6th man of the year. He may repeat if he stays at this pace. But Eric Gordon, man, you look absolutely amazing, and you were a spark plug off the bench. Luke Baamute, or however you say his name, he gave a nice 12 off the bench. And I'm going to tell you, man, Houston can score with anybody. They can score with anybody. But if they do like they did in the second half, decide to play a little defense, they're going to be all right. Only problem with Houston is Chris Paul. He did get hurt in the game. He was limping. And he did not play today against Sacramento in a close game that they won. So hopefully speedy recovery to Chris Paul. It didn't seem like anything major, but we got to get Chris Paul back right so that the team can get in and they can get their chemistry right. So the big takeaway is LeBron James had the longest prime in NBA history. He's had a longer prime than a lot of Hall of Famers have had careers. He is the best. He is the GOAT. Ain't nobody better. He's the GOAT and the BOAT. The best of all time, the greatest of all time. Ain't nobody better than Bron. That's why I call myself Big Baby Bron. Oh my God, my startup disk is full. I need to move some stuff to my hard drive. But that's besides the part. But day one of the NBA, we can't draw much from it, but we did get to see the two title contenders play, and neither of them looked great, but they showed flashes of what we're expecting. And I really think this finals will be different because Cleveland's going to change the pace up. They're not going to try to play Warrior basketball. They didn't shoot the ball from three nearly as well as they did last year, which is going to happen when you don't have Isaiah Thomas, who's replacing Kyrie Irving. When you have Dwayne Wade on the court and Derrick Rose on the court, it's just going to happen naturally. But I do think they're a better team. They can do a little bit more. They can play better defense. They can change the pace. They can play a slow game. And also, the big thing that we can't forget is they have Dwayne Wade, who will be able to check LeBron and keep LeBron in check when LeBron starts tripping, because LeBron does respect D-Wade, and D-Wade is one of the greatest shooting guards of all time. But other than that, I ain't got nothing for you. It is Big Baby, and this is my first redo, but I had to redo it. I'm not going to take the other one down. Oh, no. I'm going to keep it up there. But I had to redo it because, man, I just didn't like it. Big Baby, yeah!